Kiss 107.1. The views and opinions expressed on this show by the host, its guest, or call ins do not necessarily represent the opinion of this station, the staff, its owners, connoisseur media, or its advertisers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen. I am your host for this next hour of conversation and entertainment. So glad to have you all with us on today as we are entering into summer. It is the official start of the summer season. Shout out to everybody who's a summer baby. I am so excited about warmer weather. We've got some great weather coming up this week as we enter into this Memorial Day weekend. So to everyone out there, I want you to be safe, have fun. Let's enjoy this season as it begins to kick off. I don't know what you all are going to be doing, but my day on tomorrow, I'm excited. I'm going to get out there in the yard. Since it's the official start of the summer, I will be putting some plants out, doing some flowers, pulling some weeds, all of that good stuff as we get our backyards and our yards ready for a little bit of summer fun. So I want to just get into the thing. So much has happened. So shout out to everyone out there who's listening to Kiss WTLZ 107.1 FM right here at Connoisseur Media. We certainly appreciate your listenership and continually being a part of this conversation. Today, we are going to talk about health and wellness. Honestly, we're going to talk about it from every perspective of life. We got some great people that are going to be a part of what we're doing. So those of you who are coming into the social media streams, we want to say congratulations, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. We're hoping that you guys are able to come in and get involved with the conversation that we will be having. All right. So starting out, I just want to begin to say, as I said before, Happy Memorial's Day. But what's on my mind? Let's talk about it. That's how we start. What's on my mind? What's really on my mind right now is we have been talking about reparations for nearly 100 years. African American descendants of slaves, those who are the descendants of those who have made this country what it is today. There would be no America without Black folk. And when I say Black folk, I'm talking about ADOS, African American descendants of slaves. I hate to be called African American because I've never been to Africa. I am the quintessential African or American. If you are a Black person and you are an African descendant of slaves, you are essentially what America is. You are more American than most other folk who think that they are Americans. Why do I say that? Is because your blood, sweat, and tears, the ancestors have paved the roads and the way for everything that we see happening in this world. When we look at DC, all of those monuments that you love, slaves were the ones who built those monuments. This is the kicker though, right? Slaves built the monuments, and check this out. The government paid the slave owners for the time that they were using the slaves to build the monument, and the slaves received no benefit of healthcare or any of the things. And so when we think about this, and it's tripping me out that we talked about this and we've been talking about it. And some Black folks, let's be real honest, we have been afraid to have conversations about reparations. We've been afraid to talk about the plight of Black America in the hands of white America. We have been afraid to say that there is something called restitution that should happen to those who are the descendants of slaves, because this country, its original sin, which is slavery, has never been righted. They promised 40 acres and the mule that dissipated and disappeared. Never happened. And now we are in a time when the descendants of those who were the oppressors of our forefathers are now at a point that they say, what is the purpose of reparations? We don't understand reparations. Why should we have reparations? Where will the money for restitution and reparations come from? It just doesn't make sense. Why would we pay this group of people for a tragedy? You know, we are all equal now. We had a Black president. Y'all know all of the things that we've heard. And one of the biggest issues is like, how could we pay for it? Well, let's start, because now that we understand, and we've always known, that America understands what reparations was. When we look at what happened with the Japanese that were put into intern camps, and they were essentially rounded up and put into these camps, and many of them harmed in different ways, less than what we've ever experienced as the true Americans of this nation. And they understood what it meant. So they not only paid reparations, they rebuilt the nation and gave them what we call reparations. When we look at what has happened with the Holocaust and the atrocities, they understood what reparations meant then. When we look at what happened to the indigenous folks who were that they consider or they called Indians at the time, the natives, they understood reparations. They have understood the importance and the impact on a people group when it comes to reparations for everyone except for the African slave descendants. And shame on you, America, for being in this place where you don't think that it's fair. But what we see now, in light of what's going on, now that we have a president who says that the civil rights movement was harsh and it really was bad for white Americans, which is crazy to me. And now has gone a step further. He has sided on every point when it comes to those who are fascists and racist in our nation. And now we see a situation in which he appointed his personal attorney that used to be his personal defense attorney. He is now removing Pam Bondi. He has now put him in at the DOJ, Department of Justice. And his attorney has settled because he was suing the IRS for $10 billion for going in and he says illegally leaking his tax return when every other person, it's been a part of the history and the decorum of a president to release your tax return. He says they illegally released them. He then sues the country for $10 billion. And so because there was a judge that was the federal judge in Florida that was getting ready to decide and gave an indication that she was going to throw this case out, his former personal attorney, who was now ahead of the DOJ, decided to settle before it went before the judge, the judge that would be giving a response to the case. And in that settlement, there are a couple of things that should appall every single American. You don't have to be, it doesn't matter what race you are. If you are American, it should appall you. That this president now, a part of the agreement was he or his family would never be able to be audited or brought in concerning his tax returns or any of those things. In addition to that, he decided that he would not take any money for himself, but in turn, what he would do is create a slush fund. And the slush fund is a big bucket of money that those who have been harmed during the Biden administration, aka the My Pillow guy, I can't remember his name, the head of the Proud Boy, the head of all of these hate groups that were a part of January 6th insurrectionists, are now able to sue the government if they've been harmed. Those who were found, and there was 100% approval rating, 100% conviction rate on all of those individuals who were brought and prosecuted. It is almost impossible to get 100% conviction rate. Many of them confessed and said, hey, we're guilty. Well, guess what now? They all can go in and they can appeal to have money and to file a lawsuit and get money from this $1.78 billion slush fund. Shame on you. Shame on America. So we do understand what reparations are all about. I'm going to turn slightly to a corner. You see another young man that's in the stream. He is so alive and awake. He's been running with me all day. Fakir Scott, shout out Fakir. What's good, my man?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
He is chilling. All right. I wanted to talk just a little bit because I gotta say this. And I've been very quiet when things happen that shake our community, when things happen that are very impactful. I think that the first thought should be always hearts and prayers and thoughts toward the family of the victim. And that's exactly where I am. Those of you who are out there know that I am the executive director and founder of Help CVI, CVI standing for Community Violence Intervention. We endeavor to involve ourselves in things and practices that are evidence-based in terms of reducing violence in our community. And we're doing everything that we can, right? And so we understand that there was a young man that was gunned down, Deon Wiley III. It's crazy because I was, taking pictures and videos, and he was in those videos from this prom, 17 years old, no longer with us. God rest his soul. Our thoughts and prayers are going out to the family, friends, the entire school district, to the entire community, because no one wins when things happen like this. It is a blow to our entire community. And some of the young people that I work with are closely connected with him. He was a friend, a longtime friend. And so this is a heinous situation, but this unfortunately is something that has been happening in our community for a very long time. Fakir Scott, as you think about it, and you knew this young man, what is it that adults are missing as we look at what took place this weekend? Something that should be a celebration, a prom, that should be leading to graduation. We now see a situation that families are preparing for a funeral and not a celebratory moment.
I mean,
What are we missing as adults? Come
I
in,
mean,
lean in just a little bit.
as adults, man, if you know your kids in that, just get in tune. Like everybody want to be, something they not nowadays. So it's like I ain't gonna say that I wasn't and stuff at one point in time, but my mom knew what was going on. Like I told her, cause when you live that life, you gotta know what come with it. It's either death or jail. I was lucky enough to get up out of it, get by the right grown ups who pushed me, who was on my head about, just staying away from that stuff.
And this is what I'm going to say. You don't have to be a bad kid. The way things are happening in this world and in this community, we have a lot of kids that are out there. And I said this to someone else. I was surprised working with young people, how many young people are carrying guns. Um, the Freaknik that happened last year, our organization was walking and being a part and just talking with young people. When we saw things happening, we were kind of getting in and having conversations, showing up when law enforcement, making sure that they were also protecting the rights of our young people and not just being treating them any kind of way. And there were some of those stops that were happening, and one particular one, 14 guns being taken off the street. Our kids are enamored. Not our kids. Let me take that back. Our society is enamored with firearms. And when we see this, we sometimes always want to blame parents, but this is not just a parent problem. This is a community problem. This is a village problem. Our village is on fire, and we have to do something to make a difference. Fakir, what words of encouragement would you forget? You talked about you being sometimes making decisions that weren't necessarily in the right place. What was the thing that motivated you to make a change, and what would you want to share with any young person that's out there that might be listening?
Uh, what made me want to change was getting shot at. If you really ain't like that, bro, stay out the way, gang. I play sports, but all my brothers do that, and I really realized, like, yeah, I'm gonna stick to playing sports, cause if you not made for the streets, you gonna die, gang. I'm gonna keep it a book. You gonna die.
How many people, how many young people would you think, and you could just kind of say 50%, 60%, and this is, we're not holding you to this. You are not our official statistic for this moment,
Yeah.
statistician. How many young people do you think are out there in spaces, and we'll say it that way, that maybe they should not be in? They're in a place that they're not really equipped, or they're not cut that way, but they are find themselves in these spaces. What percentage of young people would you say?
I say 50-50, only because kids nowadays we just want to have fun, but still, it's a point in time in that fun where you gotta be like, okay, it's time to go. You can just feel like, okay, it's time to go.
And so having those into that intuitive thought process, being able to read a room, those are things that don't come easy, but we've got to begin to equip our young people, because I think, as young kids growing up, we always had fun. We were, those people who grew up and were on Genesee. I was in the limelight before I could be allowed to go in the limelight, going with my uncle and other folks who were out there. So having fun is essential to being a young person. But we as a community have to empower our young people with some real strong strategies. What I'm going to tell you that really bothers me is for the church world. This is Pentecost Sunday. This is the Sunday that the Holy Spirit was put out. I'm still talking about the same message. But we have to understand that before Pentecost, there was Passover. And we expect young people to think like we think, act like we think, and we hold them to a standard that, if we were to be honest, we were in the same situation doing crazy stuff that we were doing. And so we had to get to a Passover where your sins are forgiven and you come to a place, a realization of who he is and what life means. And then you get to Passover, and Passover was the empowerment where we're empowered to make a change and make the change that is necessary to live a different life. We have to allow young people the process and the ability to be young people and understand that they're not going to think the way that we think. And I saw a whole lot of posts and comments from folks who should never be in the room or allowed to be in places where young people are, because you don't get it. You simply don't understand that we have to understand that there's a lot. Every generation says the generation before is doing too much, that they're out of control. That has been the nature since rock and roll was invented and it came into the radio stations. So we have to make sure that we have people who understand how to connect with our kids. Because just because you have lived experience, just because you used to tote a gun, just because you went to prison, none of that makes a difference if you don't understand how to communicate effectively with these young people. And some of the things that I've seen are crazy. Some of the racist rhetoric that I've heard really just gives us an indication of the society and the times that we live in. This is not. I hate when we take a person's pain and we begin to use that pain to make a statement that has nothing to do with the issue that is at hand. Our thoughts and prayers, as I'm going to say again, should be with this family, with this mother, this father, these grandparents, these friends. We should not be talking about what he did, where he came from. None of that matters in this moment. What we do need to do is have a real conversation as a village. What that means is we can't talk conflict resolution if we can't do conflict resolution. That's for every adult that's out there that says, hey, we're going to start another. Let's put on this. Let's go. We have organizations and people that are needing people to get involved. And we, with our selective outrage, are now mad and we all want to come to them. We got the answer. Let me tell you something. If you had the answer, it'd have been solved a long time ago. The fact of the matter is none of us have the answer. We have some informed practices, some evidence-based practices that are necessary that we can implement that show how we can do some things. But the fact of the matter is, Saginaw, come on, Saginaw, we have to come together. This is not a one-person issue. This is not just a parent issue. This is not a school issue. This is a village issue. That means that everyone who considers themselves collectively to be a part of this village has to come to the table and play that role. That means if you're from the NABE, you got to work with First Ward. That means if you're with Team Loyalty, you got to work with HELP. That means if you are with Amos O'Neill and Brenda, we have to be able to go across political lines, community lines, school lines, and understand that this has to happen, and it has to happen together. We have to come together to rebuild the walls. We always say that it takes a village to raise a child. My question to you once again is what happens when that village is on fire? We got to come together. We got to put out the fire, and it's going to take all of us, not just one of us. We're going to take our first commercial break. Before we do that, Fakir, what is on your heart? What's on your mind? Is there anything that you would like to say or shout out to people who are listening out there today?
Man, just stay out the way. It's easy ways to get money without trying to be in the mix.
So those of you who are out there, and I say this, those of you who have jobs available, you got to make sure that we connect with the young people. Those of you out there who have done anything that has a value, a skill, a trade, you've got to be willing to find your group of people and begin to share that with them. Those of you who really believe that you have the ability to connect and to impact, we need you to stop talking, stop making posts. I don't want to see any more posts about what we should do. When CAP has their next forum, you should show up. When HELP has a forum saying the communities come together, we're building a community violence intervention council, you need to show up. When the NABE or First Ward are doing programming and they're saying, hey, we need mentors, you got to show up. When the school district says we need just adults to come in and talk to our kids, stop talking about it. It's time for us to put our money and our time where our mouth is. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Either do it or shut up. That's where we're at. This is the time that we're in. And I hope you all are not offended. And if you are, I hope you get offended so much that you actually do something. We're going to take our first commercial break. We'll be back with more Straight Talk.
You're listening to Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on KISS 107.1.
Attention shoppers. If you receive SNAP food assistance benefits, is your information up to date?
Clean up aisle 4.
On it. When it's time to update your information, it's important to go online and report any changes
to your income, employment, family situation, or address. Keep your information fresh to keep SNAP food assistance benefits. Learn more at michigan.gov/food assistance. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Recently, our company softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Michigan. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Looking for a fun getaway without breaking the bank? Blue Lakes Charters and Tours takes you to Firekeepers Casino every Tuesday. Just $30 gets you there and back. Plus, receive $20 in slot play and $5 in food. Prefer Soaring Eagle Casino? Ride with us Thursdays or Sundays. Same deal. $30 gets you $20 in slot play and $10 in food. Departures from Flint, Saginaw, Bridgeport, and Clio every week. Visit BlueLakes.com or call 866-2-ROLL-'EM to reserve your seat now. Ride the Casino Express with Blue Lakes Charters and Tours. Blue Lakes, let's go.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains May 15th through the 28th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
That first summer trip sets the tone for the entire season. You don't just want to pack for it, you want to arrive. That's why I came to Macy's. I found everything I needed all in one place. Designer sunglasses, the right linen cover-up, exclusive brands you can only find here. Plus, with up to 60% off, I'm feeling ready to step into summer.
Start your summer with confidence. Take 25 to 60% off at Macy's Memorial Day sale today.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code EXIT25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code EXIT25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code EXIT25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Get ready to tee it up at the return of the WSGW Winvitational, presented by Audio Central Alarm and Westside Decorating Center. Grab your foursome and hit the beautiful Sawmill Golf Club for an action-packed 4-person scramble. Just $250 gets your entire team in, including lunch at the turn. Plus, you'll have a shot at a $25,000 hole-in-one prize, courtesy of Buck Insurance, and tons of other great prizes. Spots will go fast, so lock in your team now at RocketGrabPlus.com.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
This week's exclusive deal is for Heatherfield's Restaurant inside Bay Valley Resort. Get a $50 voucher half off for just $25. Come to a place where dining is more than a meal, it's a memory. Enjoy a fresh new atmosphere and a menu crafted with locally inspired flavors, classic favorites, and chef-driven seasonal dishes. This deal is limited and will sell out, so visit RocketGrabPlus.com to get yours today.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
It's Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on KISS 107.1.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're back with more of Straight Talk as we jump back into the stream and get into this conversation. We certainly want to thank you guys for continually listening. For those of you who are out there, I want to give a shout out to some of those who are in the stream. One of our top listeners, Cherise Steele Phillips, we want to say shout out to you, Alma Collier, Cheryl Walker. What's going on, sissy? Donna Shaw. Charity Watson, what's up? Tracy Pryor, all the way down there in Flint, Michigan. I didn't know we got them streams that could go all the way down there. Emma Donald, so many of you are out there. Barbara Camel, and continually come in. We certainly want to thank you for continually coming in and being a part of our Straight Talk audience. We're going to get back to giving those T-shirts away. I thought I had on one today, but I had my shirt Shout out to Saginaw United. We are standing in solidarity with you. All right. If you're looking in the social media stream, you are going to see two lovely ladies with me. Miss Terea McGee. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
All right. She is Strut Walking Club. There's a Strut Walking Club. Now, I love the story of both of these women together. They are giving you women's empowerment to the max. Her business is Strut 360 Fitness. She does wholeness and group women's group fitness instructor. Get me together real quick, okay? All right. And then also the other young lady we have is Michaela Wade. Juneteenth wellness event is going to be taking place. Now, you do a number of things. You do massage therapy and all that. Tell me what you're doing.
Well, yeah, I am a massage therapist, and I do have a business called Divine Touch. You can find that on Facebook. But the Juneteenth Wellness event is just a circuit event with 5 different instructors there, just kind of bringing the community together and showing off these instructors and just showing what I enjoy to do.
Okay, well, first of all, I want to say welcome to Straight Talk. This is your first time here. I had an opportunity to sit and talk with you guys, and I'm going to tell you, I was really encouraged. I'm going to tell you that when I thought about and I heard what you guys were doing, I was like, this is dope. Like, we got to get you on. What we always talk about here at Straight Talk, we do a lot of conversations about how do we build and repair the village? What are the things that are important? With our community, we know that diabetes, hypertension, and a litany of other things, we often have heart disease. These are things that are dangerous and are leading killers in our community. And you women have endeavored to say, hey, we're going to make a change. What I want to talk about first is how you got, now y'all fitness gurus now, and you're doing the work and yoga and all of that stuff, that all the positions we can't do. But how did you get to a place you say, you know what, I got to do something. I want to be a part of this wellness thing for our community. How did it happen with you, Terea?
Well, with me, I've always been, kind of, I guess you say, into fitness. I used to dance throughout school, pom-pom cheerleading, all of that.
You was bucking and stuff?
I really was. I was the Trojan net, but what really got me into starting my walking club, I'm going to start there, is after I had my second child, with both my kids, I fell into postpartum depression and, not just feeling more confident about myself. Us as women, we have kids, we try to juggle and we just try to find ourselves, find our way back to ourselves. And so, it was just one day during the summertime, I was walking around Hoyt Park, and I hadn't done it in a while, but I was just taking a walk around Hoyt Park, and I was on the phone with my homegirl, and she was like, what you doing? And I said, oh, I'm just walking. And she was like, you could have told me, I could have came and walked with you. So, later on, I was just sitting down, and I remember telling my mom, like, Mom, I should be doing something. I said, I feel like I'm not living in my purpose. I just feel so down. And so it just kind of popped in my head, if I just start a walking club where I can say, hey, ladies, if y'all need some time away from the kids, you want to connect, bring your homegirls, catch up, meet me at Hoyt Park, 8:30 a.m., come walk with me. And I posted on Facebook, and everybody was like, well, we gonna come. And I didn't expect it to turn out the way that it did.
So wait a minute. You now, Black women, and if you walk in, it's got to be warm. So it's summertime, and protective style, hair. Come on, heat and sweat.
But I made sure I let everybody know that they can walk at their own pace. Because I did say the walk was an hour, but I said if you only can do 20, 30, if you want to do the full hour, if you feel like you're getting too hot or too tired, be like, okay, Ray, I did my piece. As long as you got up and you moved your body for the day.
Okay, so I want to take this back just a little bit. They're giving, hey, shout out Michaela, that someone's out there. Sharice Steele Phillips say, hey, shout out. I guess she knows who you are. You're already a celebrity, didn't know it. But Terea, when we look at this, and you're talking about getting Black women walking in the summer.
Moving.
With the sun and the sweat. And how do you encourage? Because Black women, I'm gonna tell y'all, I love my sisters.
They do.
They don't like bugs.
So
I gotta watch out for my edges. I gotta go somewhere in my hair. How are you encouraging Black women? Because I want to talk about the impact of the first one, because you had a really good turnout. How are you motivating these Black women to get out, to get fit, that it's a priority? I know for you it came from a dark place.
Yeah.
But how are you shedding light to them that, hey, we got to do this?
I feel like the route that I went, it's not just physical, it's mental too. Like I tell women all the time, like if you get up and you move your body, there's times where I just felt so down. I feel like I'm not having a good day. And I just got up and simply just maybe moved around my house. I did a little dance or I did yoga. I just try to encourage them. It's not just physical, it's mental. Get out. You can catch up with your friend. It might be something on your heart, like, dang, I really need to talk to my homegirl today. You want to come to the walk with me? And you get there and y'all talking, and you're not necessarily walking all fast, but you still moving your body, you talking and you releasing, and you get done and you be like, I feel great. I got physical, and I also worked on my mental by just being to my girl.
I'm laughing because somebody said them edges are a real thing.
Thank you.
But I want to say this because I think this is so important. We understand, and it's been proven, that objects at rest stay at rest.
Mhm.
So when you're sitting there and you are stagnant and you're not moving, you are dying. Objects in motion stay in motion. So you are encouraging them to get fit. Now, this is what I love about what you're doing, because this walk is for women. Unapologetically, this is for women. This is a group where women can come in, thick, tall, fat, short, whatever your size. It is a safe space for women. And you mentioned that it's not just physical, but there's a social aspect, and this is about the mind. What would you say to women out there who have been talking about, they're feeling like, I'm too fat to go walking. Y'all know we do that. Like, I need to lose weight, but I'm too fat to be walking. I can't put on no leggings. What do you say to a woman who may be feeling that way?
Well, I say if you're feeling that way and you say, oh, I'm too fat to be walking, but you have to start somewhere. I tell people all the time, I got up to 200 pounds. I could have.
Wait a minute. You were 200 pounds?
Yeah, after I had my kids. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I could have stayed there and be like, oh, I can't work out. It's just we really have to dig deep in ourselves. And sometimes at times I look at my kids and I say, I have to be here for y'all. I had a dad my dad, he passed away from a heart attack. He had heart problems. And I think about it sometimes. He used to always tell me, I'm gonna come walk with you. I need to, get fit with you. And I feel like I didn't really push that the way, not saying it was my fault, because he was dealing with heart problems for a while, but I feel like, okay, maybe if I would have pushed a little harder, he could have got a little healthy, he could have walked with me or whatever. So it's just me telling them that you're just starting somewhere. I always say, even if you just come and walk 10 minutes, that the next time you come, you might do 20. The next time you come, you might do 30.
So wait a minute. So if I come out there, I don't know nobody out there who's a part of your group. I feel I hate going places where I don't know nobody. I mean, so what is the environment like? Are you giving affirmations? Are you?
I do.
Tell me what you do.
So for each walk, I always kind of create a theme. And for the first walk, I tell everybody to wear pink and purple. But to wear pink and purple. But I make it a theme. Like, it was one I made. It was called Reset Your Rhythm. And I told everybody, come. I gave out affirmation cards. We did yoga at the end, and I went around asking everybody, just say something that makes you feel proud of yourself today. And they did, and it was a really good walk. And I walk around with my little boom box. I got a better one now, so it's gonna be a little louder. And I have my music playing, and I don't just have my age group music. I have Tina Marie, Frankie Beverly, Mary J. Blige, Glorilla. Like, something I have a mix, something for everybody.
So when is your first walk for this year? Because I know it's coming up soon.
It's gonna be June 6th, Saturday. It's gonna start at 8:30. I have different vendors there that's gonna be selling things. If you want to come check them out, the walk starts at 9 o'clock. We walk for an hour, but you don't have to walk for an hour. Come do what you do. We also have a live DJ, so it's just going to be a good vibe.
Barbara Campbell, I see you out there in the stream. I see Cheryl Walker, Cerise Steele Phillips. I would love for my mother. My mother is 73 years old. She gets around pretty good. She's been trying to do the BB Hill, but she needs a community.
Yeah.
And so
the first walk is at the BB Hill.
Okay, so the first walk is at the BB Hill. Mom, if you're in the stream, I want you to listen. I see you out there, Cheryl Walker, Cherise Steele Phillips, Alma, Barb Collier. Barb, you're not far. I want you all to tap into this. Because as women who are growing and aging, you've got to make sure that you're not only exercising, but you're also getting the socialization. So you're building community, and you're providing affirmation and positivity and an enlightenment. I'm loving this. This is what it means when we say Black Girls Rock. I love what you are doing, Taraya. June 6th is the date. That's what time in the morning?
8:30.
8:30 in the morning. That ain't even that bad. 8:30 in the morning. You already up. Yeah, skip that cup of coffee. And we're gonna walk. I want all of you women. We're gonna talk about this every single time we can, because I want you to continue to build community. one of the ways that we can stop violence from happening is when we build community and we start talking to each other. So thank you, Taraya, for getting our women out there. We want our women fit and fine. And so I thank you for doing that. June 6th, if you want to get involved, you can check out her Facebook group. It's a public group, Strut Like a Woman. She said it. That's right. Strut Like a Woman. Put that in your search window. Get involved. Let's make that happen. Now we're going to shift over to someone else because Michaela Wade is her name. You also, I want to talk about your motivation because your motivation for getting fit and getting involved in this space is very similar. Tell us about it.
Well, I guess my story kind of happened. It started off with postpartum, just after having my child, just seeing what it is like to be a new mom and the lack of information and lack of knowledge and just learning how to do that with minimal help. You just start to spiral in a sense. And so you're trying to figure out how to get back out there or regain confidence in yourself, I guess you could say. And fitness was one of the things that kind of helped me. I started off getting back in the gym, just being able to move my body, and I felt good in that way. So I kept that in my routine. After that, I ventured off into yoga. And that was really for my mental. So I just started to see these activities really help me out mentally and physically. And so now, like with the event, moving into the event or whatever the case, like each of those classes, I felt like I went to at different phases in my life.
Okay.
And so,
so let me put this in context. So when she says each of these classes that she was in a different phase, this wellness event, which is a Juneteenth wellness event, is there a name to it?
Hustle and flow.
Hustle and flow.
Inflow.
Hustle and flow. So she's saying so this event is an event where she has a variety of, I would call them tastings, for folks to get active in different ways. So what are those areas?
As far as like, what are the classes?
For hustling, what are the classes?
Yeah. Okay. One of the classes is a cardio class with Taraya here. Another one is a cycling class, a yoga class, cycling class, a yoga class, a hustle class with Savannah. And then at the end, I want everybody to finish out with like a sound bowl healing with Rika. Just to kind of close us out and to wind us down after that.
Rika Martin.
Yeah, with that busy day that we have had.
Yes.
So it's just a circus style event. And I will have just some education about Juneteenth, how it all started, just some knowledge for us to know. There'll be food, socialization, community. So yeah,
you got everything that women love.
Yeah.
What I love about this is both of you women, and for women who are listening, this show really taps into the essence of our women audience. It is the #1 show in our target population. Our women are largely targeted here as a part of our listening group. And what I want to say, women, is one thing that I would love. They say that Black women don't get along. Black women are catty. I don't like hanging out with Black women because there's always drama.
Yeah.
But here we have Black fitness instructors. I know they look young for you older women, but you have to understand, Taraya was talking about doing this at your own pace. How important is it for you all that everyone that comes finds a place to fit in? That they understand it doesn't matter if you at the top of your game or you granny out there with a cane just trying to move a little something. How important is moving at your own pace to you?
It's very, very important at the end of the day, because we just want you to come out and just give it a try. These classes is just for an experience. You know, some people say they never heard of the class before or don't know, or they looking to get into something but don't know where to go. So I created that space for you to enjoy a little bit of everything and see what you like or what you don't like, or get inspired to try something else.
What are those sparks again? Because Black folks, they trying to do yoga now. We ain't never did no yogas before, but we always trying something. They trying to get their downward dog on, right? All right. So there's yoga. You said, what else? What are the other offerings in this empowerment event for Juneteenth? Was it yoga?
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
Yoga, a hustle class.
Hustle class. So if you can't bend and do the downward dog, you can go over there and get your hustle on. Okay, what else?
A cardio dance class with Taraya.
Okay, a cardio dance class. Nah, they dropping like they ain't bucking like
no, they ain't bucking.
The dancing down.
Yeah, no. Okay. I keep it very basic. People see my workouts, you know, that I post, but I
Fun
want to make
movement.
fun movement. If you can go to the club and bar and dance, then you can come to my class.
All right, so we got a dancing class, we got yoga. What else do we have out there? What is this?
A cycle class.
A cycle class
with Toy. Now that's on the bikes and you cycling, so that is
now for some of y'all that might be a little. I've seen.
yeah. It's a little workout.
When you see, you know that she's fitness.
Yes.
But she's gonna get you. I mean, I think, but it's good. You have an offering for every group of these women, and so the idea is we want you to get a sample what each of these things are, because you might find one that you find that you're passionate about. All right, so how do they get involved with this particular event?
So again, the event is June 27th.
Yep.
At 11 o'clock at the BV Center. To find the registration form, it's on my Facebook page. You can find my Facebook page at Michaela Wade, Makayla, Wade, Wade. But I have a post on there and an event created on there. It's just called Juneteenth Wellness Event, Hustle and Flow. And you can find the registration link there to buy your ticket and fill out some information about that. But yeah.
All right. So I want to really quickly, we want to make a connection. And I think that what you guys are doing is so great. You are providing the movement. You are providing inspiration. You are providing the affirmation where you can come out here. And I'm going to tell you, when you first get going, I have been on a journey for a little bit over a year, and I've lost 70 some pounds. I'm almost stagnant right now, but I'm trying different stuff to get active. And I'm going to tell you, being fat and guts rolling out, you know, you're trying to I mean, men got the same issue, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so it is hard because you can't think about the exercise because you're worrying about what might be exposed. All right. So you guys have created a space for women to come in and feel safe with their bodies in a village or a collection of women coming together. I want you to speak really about body imaging. And there's been a lot of body shaming in past. What do you say about women learning to embrace their body? Depression is real. Postpartum is real. Come on, having kids is real.
I say to women, you know, I have 2 kids. It took me 9 months to make them kids. Like we brought life into this world. So, you know, when you hear people talking about, you know, stretch marks and, you know, gaining weight, you know, some women had C-sections, some women had high blood pressure, you know, baby in the NICU, like all of that. And, you know, we be so hard on ourselves to, I got to snap back. And it's like, I tell women to take your time. The best thing that I learned to do on my fitness journey is love my body where it's at. Because I tell myself I am a warrior. I brought a whole human in this world, so you ain't finna make me feel bad for having stretch marks on my stomach. I couldn't help that he left stretch marks. You know, some women have them, some women don't. You know, I happen to have them, and I'm not about to be ashamed of it because that's what God made my body to do.
The things that we do to each other, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. If we could bring a whole baby, we would have stretch marks as well.
Exactly.
But the fact that you are able to do this, and I celebrate you women and all of you women that are out there in the stream, I just want to say, bringing in life to this world is a tremendous thing. And you said it best. You did this for 10 months. You're doing, and in this process, your body is being taken over by a body snatcher.
A lot of women don't know, like after pregnancy, like your body doesn't heal completely until 3 to 5 years. So imagine if you have one and 2 years later you have another one, like, you know.
So give yourself some grace, ladies.
Give yourself some grace, ladies. Give yourself some grace. Love your body where it's at, and just take your time. It's not a race. It's a marathon. Okay, you got to take your time. But I tell people, like, I look back from 2 years ago when I did my first workout after having my kid to where I am now. The first workout I did, I was tired. I was breathing. I was out of breath. I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to get back in shape. And then I see where I am now when I'm doing HIIT workouts, running, jogging, like it
starts with one step.
It just starts with one step, and your one step could be my walking club. Just come and start moving.
Sharon Brown Hill, you are in the stream as well. She said, this is awesome. Keep up the good work, everyone. Sharon, I need you to be there for this first walking event that's going to take place on June 6th. So go to the Facebook page, Strut Like a Woman. I'm surprised you ain't got the women in heels doing the heels. Maybe you need to get one of these walks, put them in heels, and do a fundraiser.
I don't know. I can't really walk in heels no more like I used to.
Older women, come on, y'all got to help the young ones out. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to be talking with these young women about women's fitness, health, and wellness, and what they have done to really make sure that they're building a community of fit women in the village. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stick, stay, don't go away. We'll be back with more of Straight Talk.
You're listening to Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on Kiss 107.1.
This is Dr. Ramont Roberts, Superintendent of Saginaw Public Schools. Please allow me to introduce you to some of our star students.
This is Aniela Eichelberger, valedictorian of Saginaw United High School. I will be attending the University of Michigan studying psychology.
This is Tierra Pringle, salutatorian of Saginaw United. I will be attending Saginaw Valley State University studying psychology.
This is Lucas Talat, valedictorian of Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy. I will be attending the University of Michigan for computer engineering.
This is Veda Bola, salutatorian of Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy. I will be studying cellular and molecular biomedical science on a pre-med track at University of Michigan.
Saginaw United's commencement will be held May 26th at 6 p.m.
SASA's commencement will be Wednesday, May 27th at 6 p.m.
Saginaw Public Schools, producing tomorrow's leaders.
Log on to the Saginaw Public Schools Facebook page to watch the commencement ceremonies live and celebrate with the class of 2026, Saginaw Public Schools.
Owning a home is full of surprises. Some wonderful, some not so much. And when something breaks, it can feel like the whole day unravels. That's why HomeServe exists. For as little as $4.99 a month, you'll always have someone to call. A trusted professional ready to help, bringing peace of mind to 4.5 million homeowners nationwide. For plans starting at just $4.99 a month, go to homeserve.com. That's homeserve.com. Not available everywhere. Most plans range between $4.99 to $11.99 a month your first year. Terms apply on covered repairs.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains May 15th through the 28th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Great spring style starts with great brands at Kohl's. They have pieces that are thoughtfully designed and priced for real life. So choosing the looks you love never feels like a trade-off with your budget. From fresh takes on spring staples to elevated styles that feel designer without the designer price, Kohl's has collections that feel made for you and your family because they are. Shop for spring favorites now, in store or at Kohls.com.
RocketGrabPlus.com. RocketGrabPlus.com is the place to go to score great deals to amazing local businesses. Put money back into your wallet doing what you normally do. Shop. Great deals to places like Evermore Tattoo, Fuzzies, Clayton Cleaners, Fran and Dot Boutique, PD's Dugout, The Bubble Tea Shop, and Poker Face. With new deals every week, you'll want to check back often. Visit RocketGrabPlus.com for your next great deal.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, it's Steve Harvey, y'all. Here's what happened on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Fear don't stop death. Fear stops life. Oh, wow. Oh, man, don't go over here. That might happen to you. Man, be careful over there. You might not get right there. No. Fear don't stop death. Fear stops life. And let me tell you something about worrying, man. Worrying does not take away tomorrow's troubles. Worrying takes away today's peace. Kiss 107.1, simply the best R&B.
It's Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on Kiss 107.1.
This is Kareem. We're back with more of Straight Talk. And in our closing segment here, I am with two beautiful ladies who have come to the village, and they're going to give out that challenge. They're saying, hey, you got to get that body in movement, and we want you to be healthy. We want you to be wealthy and wise. And so they have a couple of events that are going on. One that is going to be reoccurring throughout the summer. They have services that are available for personal and group workouts. They have massage therapy. I said shout out to Rika Martin, but I did not put that in context. Rika Martin is out there. The first time I met her, we were in the studio. It was July 28th of 2024. And speaking of health and wellness, I was on the radio, and a young man that I had mentored for a very long time, Quincy Jones, was shot and murdered. And I found out the moment that I came on the radio. And Rika was supposed to be a guest on the show. And she kind of did her therapy, and she talked me through it. And she said that she had just recently met him as well. So I see her out there doing sound therapy. I see her doing this water therapy, and just helping people to be mindful. So shout out to you. Her services are just as great as her personality. So thank you for always being present. Thank you for being present for me in that moment, but also being present for all of the women and men that you are helping with the service that you provide. All right, let's talk about mindfulness. One of the things that is so important in our community is that we practice mindfulness. That means taking time for yourself. That means taking time to be centered, and you guys provide these services. I want to talk a little, Michaela, because you have this Juneteenth wellness event that's taking place on June 27th, where they come in, they can get a taste of 4 different things that they're offering. You're doing line dancing, there's food, and all of those things. How important is mindfulness to you, and that we take a pause from this busy work that we're doing, our busy lives, the kids, the family? How important is that to you? And do you think women should take that into consideration?
It's very important. I feel like that's the way to be able to handle our day-to-day life, because we deal with so many things on a day-to-day, and it's just like you don't really know how to deal with it sometimes, or you don't know. It's just a lot, honestly. So you got to find something that you enjoy, because life isn't going to stop. We can't really do anything about the cards that we're dealt. We just got to know how to play it. Like, y'all know how to play spades. You know what to do, whatever the case.
Sometimes
you just
that hand be whack.
But you got to know how to play that hand. Some people know how to play a whack
And
hand
still
and
get
still
some.
win. You
There
know
you
what
go.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you just got to know
That's
how to
good.
play you just got to know how to play your cards right. And just make the best of what it is. And I have found, like, just engaging in these different activities, or just taking a time out, even in the morning, if you don't even have time, say if you got a couple, maybe just an hour, 30 minutes before your kids get up in the morning, take that time to sit down, pray, journal, write your task out for the day, so you can get your mind clear, so you can execute your day.
For many women, that's the challenge. It is how, after we get through, after you get through the depression, right? The postpartum depression, and you kind of get your mind back. Now it's okay. How do I have the opportunity to get fit? I got kids. I'm taking people to school. I'm nursing, maybe. I got to clean the house. I got all of these things. And don't be a single mom, right?
Amen.
Because now it's life on steroids. That sounded a little bit too real.
I mean, it is. I'm really a solo
How
parent.
do you, for all of those moms out there, shout out to super moms. My mom was a super mom. She was a single mom for a very long time. How do you manage staying fit and juggling all of the things that come along with fitness?
Well, shout out to my mom. She's the one who's really been helping me out.
Shout out to mom.
She's been helping me a lot with my daughter lately. So I appreciate that. But really just taking that time, like I said, taking that time before she get up in the morning to just take time with myself, sit outside, pray, journal, whatever I need to do that day. And just write down my goals and tasks for the day, and then moving forward with that. And anytime that I need to work out, she's at school. Lucky for me, I do have a little more open schedule. I know everybody is bound to a 9 to 5, and I get that. You got to do what you got to do. But in my time, I'm able to go to the gym in the morning, or whatever the case, and do what I need to do. And I've been blessed to be able to bring her to work with me sometimes, or even to the workout classes sometimes. So I'm blessed to have that. So if you are able, if you're wanting to try and you need to bring your kids, just bring your kids. Talk to the instructor. You never know what people are willing to help you with.
I'm going to drop you a gem for both of you ladies. All right. For all of you that are listening, let's like, tag, and share this conversation with other women. These two women are entrepreneurs. I've kind of taken the liberty. I'm going to connect them with some other entrepreneurs. Your afternoon girlfriend, Yvonne Daniels, has a segment that comes on for 30 minutes right after this one called Take a Deep Breath. And she teaches you to woosah in moments. I want to challenge you all as entrepreneurs to challenge other business women entrepreneurs and add the element of fitness and conversations about how we can build business together. I think having those walks and talking business, talking about how we can strategize is a powerful way. So I'm looking for something along that line. You also offer massage therapy. Share with that how women can get their massage on.
Oh, yes. You can find me at the Healing Room on Bay Road. I do the massages there, or you can go to my business page, Divine Touch. You can reach out to me and kind of go from there. I offer relaxation massages, deep tissue, prenatal massages, hot stone massages.
And they be the bomb.
I'm going to tell you, we met and we were talking, and then I didn't know this, but we went to the Healing Room and I ran into you.
Yeah.
And we were doing an event for.
Like you didn't know me for like 2 seconds.
Right, I was like looking like, wait a minute, do I know you? But we were doing an event. Our Help CBI group was doing an event. We were honoring women before Mother's Day and fathers who had been impacted by gun violence. And you provided massages. And I'm going to tell you, they was like, man, this was the best. Shout out to Melvin McDowell of Mel McDowell Healing Arts. What you're doing over there in the Healing Room on Bay Road, it's where the old American Video used to be, directly across Saginaw, Gold and Diamond Exchange, or across from local Coco Locos, right there in that corner. On that corner, he is doing great work. You are part of that work. Let's talk about it. What is it that you would like to leave for women who are out there who are saying, okay, yep, I've done the postpartum thing. Why walking? What benefit does walking have?
I will say with walking, well, first of all, it's not as difficult as other workouts you may see, HIIT and, cycling or this, that, and the other, so I feel like I personally feel like walking is the best way to start your fitness journey. We walk anyways. If you at work, you have to walk from here to there or this to that. I just feel like walking is the most basic that you can do. So if people be like, I can't walk, and that's a lie. You can walk. The thing is how long you can walk. So that's why with me starting my walking club to kind of make it more feel like a community thing. Because women always be, well, I'm not coming because I ain't got anybody to go with, or, I don't have a workout partner. And that could be a lot of women downfall, because you got to understand, some people may not be on the journey that you are. Somebody probably is not ready to take that step into bettering their health or bettering their mental health. So if you just come to my walking class, you will not be alone. You can walk with me, or it might be somebody you run into. It's been plenty of times people came like, "Oh, girl, I didn't know you was gonna be here." And
you out here walking too?
Yeah, and that's how me and Michaela met. And I just try to encourage women, you just take that first step. The benefits of walking is, like I say, it can be mental, losing weight, working on your heart, working on you toning up your legs. I know one girl said she lost 6 pounds just coming the entire summer and walking with me. So I just think it's the most easiest and one of the first steps.
And the reality of what people don't realize is that you get the same benefits from walking that you get from running.
You
just
do.
less impactful on you.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't like running. I am a speed walker, but walking is the best for me.
Once again, and it's crazy how an hour goes by so fast, and our time has been well spent here today. But June 6th is the first walk. That walk is going to take place at the BV Center. Shout out BV Center. So get in touch with Markeem Baker if you need events and spaces, because he's over there making great things.
And if you feel like you can't walk the hill, there is another path right there from my older ladies who feel like, oh, I ain't getting up that hill. I got a little spot over there. You can walk around in that little circle with your homegirl.
So you said the first one they're wearing pink and purple?
Pink and purple, yep.
Why pink and purple?
Because it's a girly color.
Okay. She gonna have you not only strutting like a woman, but looking like one too.
Yeah. Come in your best fit.
All right. So I am encouraged by both of the work that you're doing. Thank you, Taraya and Michaela. June 6th is the first walk for Strut Like a Woman. Then we also have Michaela Wade's Juneteenth wellness event on June 27th. Go to their pages. That information is in here. Like, tag, and share this with other women in the village. It is time for us to understand that health is wealth. All right. We spend a lot of time trying to clock the dollars. Let's take some time to take care of ourselves. Mindfulness is key in 2026. I want to say to each of you, I love you. Take care of yourselves and each other. God bless you all. Grace and peace.
You've been listening to Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on KISS 107.1. The views and opinions expressed on this show by the host, its guest, or call-ins do not necessarily represent the opinion of this station, the staff, its owners, connoisseur media, or its advertisers.